What's up, guys? Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. I am back in sunny, fabulous Los Angeles, as Joe Davis likes to say. And here are my picks. So, for game of the week, I got Ohio State money line. I think they're going to win against Michigan at home. They haven't lost at home against Michigan in a really long time. I like them to bounce back from last year. My FBS lock is Clemson money line against South Carolina. My FCS lock is Weber State moneyline. And then I have USC against Notre Dame. First half, -2.5. I like them to cover that line. I think it's going to be a close game. I'm excited. Another great game for USC to prove that, they deserve to be in the college football playoff. And then my last pick, Minnesota. Or I got two more picks, sorry. Minnesota, Wisconsin, under 35.5. And then for my rivalry, I'm going to take Alabama money line in the Iron Bowl. Let's go.
What's up, everybody? Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I am back home. We got the tree set. We got guest picker Grissom right here, ready to roll. We picking winners? All right. New merch. By the way, shameless plug, houseenterprise.com, Black Friday sales. And let's get right to it. So, my four picks, we got Louisville +3 over Kentucky, TCU -9.5 against Iowa State, LSU -10 versus Texas A&M, and USC -4.5 versus Notre Dame. Fight the fuck on. We ain't riding Notre Dame anymore, right? Right. All right. My FBS lock is Clemson -14 against South Carolina, and my FCS lock, got to ride with the Fordham Rams. We going Rams? We're going Rams. Shout out Basil. My game of the week, Michigan +8, but Ohio State to win. And then the rivalry, the Iron Bowl, Auburn +22.5, Alabama to win. Let's get some winners. Let's do well, and hope you guys had a great holiday.
What's up, guys? Basil here to give you my Thanksgiving week college football picks. So up first, I'll go with my locks, starting in FBS, and I've got USC -3 over Notre Dame in the jeweled shillelagh. USC has a pretty clear path to the playoffs. They just need, somebody to lose in this Big Ten matchup between Ohio State and Michigan, and they just need to win out, starting with Notre Dame, and look for Caleb Williams to try and punch a ticket to New York for the Heisman with a big performance today. As for my FCS lock of the week, I got to ride with my Rams all the way through the FCS playoffs, starting with New Hampshire. I mean, you got the best offense in FCS in college football statistically, so you got to go with the Rams, and hopefully they can get a rematch against Holy Cross in the second round. As for my regular four picks, I've got Oregon -3 over Oregon State in the Platypus Trophy. You mix a beaver and a duck, what do you get? A platypus. A great name, in my opinion. Next, I've got LSU -10 over Texas A&M. LSU, another team with a path to the playoffs, although it's a bit murky. So they got to get a good win here. And Texas A&M, 1-6 in the SEC. I mean, -10 is almost a lock, right? Next, I've got Washington -2 over Washington State in the Apple Cup, named after the Washington State Apple Commission that provided the trophy every single year. So got to roll with the Huskies there. And then I've got Louisville +3 over Kentucky in one of the many Governor's Cups. Will Levis of Kentucky, he's prone to getting sacked, and Louisville has the most sacks in FBS in the country. So look for them to dominate this game. As long as they can get past that offensive line, they'll have no problem covering +3 and even potentially winning it. As for my rivalry game, I've got Bama money line. I think they're going to win. They're the much better team, but the -21.5 is just a little too sketchy for me, so I'm going to have to avoid it. And then finally, our game of the week, the most important game, I think, of the entire regular season, if not the entire season and bowl season and playoffs combined, and that is Ohio State and Michigan. This one is really tough. Ohio has the most electric offense in the country outside of Fordham and FCS. But, they've got some injuries, and Michigan State gets down and dirty. So I think I'm going to have to go Ohio State money line, Michigan to cover +8. So let's have another good week. We're 1 week away from conference championships. We're 2 weeks away from bowl season. Let's finish up strong in the regular season.
What's up, guys? Coming to you live from Santa Monica, California at sunset. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving holiday. Looking forward to getting back on the show next week, but just firing off my picks real quick this week. My 4 picks are going to be Oregon -3 against Oregon State. I'm going to go Appalachian State -6 over Georgia Southern. Oklahoma -2 versus Texas Tech. And South Carolina Gamecocks +14.5 versus Clemson. My FCS lock of the week is going to be Fordham against UNH in the first round of the FCS playoffs. As for the game of the week, Michigan, Ohio State, obviously a big one. I'm going to take the Wolverines +8 and them to win the game against the Buckeyes. And then for the rivalry game, the Iron Bowl, one of the best rivalries in all of college football. Give me Bama money line against Auburn. Thanks, guys, and see you next week.
What's up? Live from TD Garden. Getting ready for Bruins Hurricanes. First college football picks. Rapid fire. UCLA -10.5 over Cal. Why not? Roll Bruins. Wyoming +15 against Fresno State. They're 7-4 and Fresno has some bad issues, so I don't know why the spread's so high. Tulane +1.5 over Cincinnati. Roll Wave, baby. Oregon money line over Oregon State. Oregon State's luck's run out. They're going to get a reality check. FCS lock. The playoffs start today. Delaware money line over St. Francis. UDEL is 7th in the nation in total yards. My FBS lock of the week. USC. Fight the F on, as Gracie Mark says, over Notre Dame. And the game of the week. The game. The rivalry game. Everything. Michigan's going to cover +9. That's way too much. Ohio State money line, though. I think they win at home. Ohio State hasn't lost in Columbus against Michigan since 2000. That's the picks. Let's do it.
How's it going, everybody? I'm in the passenger seat of my girlfriend's car. Say hi, Amanda.
Hello.
Hi. So we're going to start with rivalry. I'm going to take Alabama money line. Then we move on to game of the week between Michigan and Ohio State. Taking Michigan +8, and I think Michigan is going to win. FBS lock of the week: Illinois over Northwestern. Northwestern is terrible, so that is enough for me. FCS, we're going to rock with Fordham for, our boy Sam Basil. My 4 picks, my 4 FBS picks of the week. We got Oregon -3. We got Marshall -6. We got OK State -8. And a bit of a gamble here, but we got Georgia -35.5 against Georgia Tech. Because I think at this point, over the past decade, we all know who Georgia Tech is. So, those are my picks. Hopefully, we'll be on the show next week, and can't wait to see and hear from you guys and see how our picks do. All right, see ya.